To Crypto Spaces, back with another Nemesis update for you guys. As you can see, Nemesis is still at this 1.3 mil floor. It tried to break out a few times already, but came back down. It's holding this floor, so that I'm not, too bearish on, the Nemesis price action here, because it's holding the floor pretty well. I think right now is a great time to accumulate, right? Again, you don't have to bet the bank on this project. You could invest $300 into Nemesis right here, $300 to $400 in the Nemesis, which is around 2 to 300k tokens, around that, right? 2 to 300k tokens from here. Nemesis goes to $1 billion market cap, which is 1,000x move. That's 2 to 300k, right? It goes to 3 to 600 mil market cap. You cut that in half, that's around 6 figures, 100k, 120k, 130k, right? I think that's very possible for Nemesis from here, man. And, if you want to be the extreme conservative, you could see 100 mil market cap for Nemesis. You have 2 to 300k tokens. That's 20 to 30k from here. These are all great utility projects that I'm bringing to the channel, right? If I'm going to talk about memes, it's going to be big memes like Toshi or Turbo or Mog or Pepe, right? But I think, memes are kind of on their last leg this cycle. I think the next step is going to be utility projects. Obviously, Nemesis is more of a high risk play because it's at a smaller market cap. It's not even that high risk because people are trading 20 to 50k market cap coins on Solana, man. So 1.3 mil market cap is not even that risky compared to what people trade on Solana. But I think Nemesis right here is a good entry. I think, it's a good time to accumulate here. If you want to get 1 million tokens, $1,300 is for 1 million tokens right now. That is on you to do so. Remember, never invest more than you're willing to lose. But yeah, I think it's a great utility project. I think being backed by A16Z is a great bet. As you can see, Nemesis is always trending on the base screener right here, number 2022. If you go to base, you go to the top trending projects. Nemesis is number 22. I said 2022. Did I say that? Nemesis is number 22, man. Always trending on base screener, the base scan, right? Because people are watching and eyeing it, but the market overall is in a bearish state, which is very, it's very tough this year in this market, like I said. So don't invest more than you're willing to lose. Don't overinvest. Nemesis potentially is 100 million market cap to $1 billion market cap play. Only $300 to $400 you could risk in this project. I think it's the smartest bet to take, right? Don't go crazy. Don't try tossing in 5 to 10k into Nemesis here, in my opinion, right? You could go a little bit extra, go for the $1,300 so you could get 1 million tokens. I could see that. That's understandable. And then it goes to 20 to 30 to 50 mil market cap. You make 20 to 30 to $50,000, right? That's understandable. I can see that, right? But yeah, I think Nemesis is in a great spot. As we said before in the previous video, the protocol goes live in January, right? I wish they could speed that up to maybe, put it out by the end of the year. That would be so much better, right? Because things move fast in crypto. So that it's tough to build in this space. I know how it's tough to be a builder, but again, being backed by A16Z is a great spot for Nemesis to be in. If you go for the website, great engagement on Twitter. They have a Discord, great community in the Discord. This is in my opinion, a very low cap gem that has a ton of potential. Really does, right? This could be the base version of Hyperliquid and Aster, but an even more asymmetric bet because if it's using OMM, which is omnidirectional, trading, right? And if you just research that, you'll see how powerful that is. So I think this is a great bet. These are my bets I'm looking into right here. I have a small bag of Edel, small bag of Nemesis, Zora and Surge. More invested into Zora and Surge. Nemesis is my low cap gem play that could turn $300 to $400 into 50k, 100k. That's the type of bet I'm making with Nemesis, right? So as always, guys, I think this project is still bullish, pullback or not. Nothing has changed in the protocol. Nothing has changed in the developments. Don't worry about price action. Project is still bullish in my opinion. Now is a great time to DCA. And, you know, I think going into the end of the year in 2026, we'll be bullish, man. The Fed cut interest rates once again. They're adding $40 billion to the T-bills. They did that yesterday, and more easing of their strict monetary policy will happen. And as it eases, as that monetary policy starts to ease, it will be much easier to make money in this market. And this is the time you want to be here when it's tough to do so. When it's tough to do so, that's the time you want to be here, guys. So as always, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Nemesis to billions. None of this is financial advice. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next